my name is Taylor Ferraren, and my presentation is on the benefits of morale, welfare, and recreation on military members. During my internship, I had the opportunity to work with the Coast Guard Morale, Welfare, and Recreation Department at Personnel Services and Support Unit in Miami Beach, Florida. Through this experience, I was able to discuss with Coast Guard members what they felt they were getting out of MWR and how it impacted their quality of life. I conducted several interviews, and throughout them I received positive feedback. One of the comments I received was, "MWR has given me the opportunity to get to know my fellow shipmates and has had a really positive effect on me since I joined the Coast Guard. Through MWR, I'm able to have fun, relieve stress, and stay physically active. MWR is a great program." That was just one of the many great things I heard about MWR while interviewing Coast Guard members. Today I will be discussing what morale, welfare, and recreation, also known as MWR, is, what benefits MWR gives to military members, how military members feel about the benefits that MWR gives them and how that impacts their quality of life, and issues that could be seen in the future for MWR program delivery. So what is MWR? MWR is present throughout all 5 military branches: the Coast Guard, Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps. Not all of the programs are called MWR, but they all have the same mission, which is to uplift the spirits of military members and to be an essential element of readiness and retention. The earliest form of MWR was established in 1775 during the American Revolution. Sutlers were the earliest form of MWR civilian employees. They had the mission of providing for the individual personal needs of service personnel. What they did was establish exchange services along with helping military members during battle, medically, and with recreational events. These exchange services, they sold goods, and with the money that they received from these goods, they put that money back towards the units, which they then took that money from the units to provide more morale. Soon following the sutlers were the post traders. They were established in 1867. Post traders were not available on every military installation, so they soon became irrelevant. Military members ended up having to develop their own recreational and morale programs, and they started forming canteen associations. In these canteen associations, military members provided morale through social and recreational activities that they ran themselves. After those canteen associations, post exchanges were created. The post exchanges were created to allow for programs that the government was not supplying for the military bases and for those military members. Such programs as recreation rooms and restaurants on base were not provided, and these post exchanges made those available. In 1903, the Army Appropriations Act made funds available for the development of reading rooms, gyms, and dining facilities on bases. All of these programs that I've just mentioned have led to the development of MWR in present day time. MWR provides many benefits for military members stationed not only in the United States, but throughout the world. During Operation Joint Endeavor in Bosnia and Hungary, Army members had to deal with homesickness, fatigue, stress, and boredom. People would naturally assume that on the front line of war you would be bored, but it is actually one of the biggest issues that MWR providers have to assist with while delivering programs. Army MWR civilian employees went overseas along with military members so that they could develop and run recreation programming. This was the first time that MWR employees were on the front lines along with the military members. Major General William Nash said, "MWR in Bosnia contributed directly to our capability to accomplish the mission as well as take care of soldiers on the job. You've got to keep the soldier focused on his job, focused on taking care of himself and his fellow soldiers. It requires a holistic approach. MWR fits into that overall picture. It is taking care of folks so they do a great job for you." The MWR employees arrived. When the MWR employees arrived, life was brutal for the Army members stationed in Bosnia and Hungary. One MWR employee stated when he got there, they weren't dying of bullets, they were dying of boredom. He also stated, "You can send a physically tired soldier back into the line, but you can't send a mentally tired soldier back into the line, because then he's a danger to himself and to his entire unit." Surveys were given to those individuals who were stationed in Hungary and Bosnia during Operation Joint Endeavor, and they stated that MWR was mission essential and very important to them while they were overseas. There was a similar situation during Operation Enduring Freedom in Southwest Asia in 2001. The MWR employees once again joined the military members on the front lines. In this instance, MWR staff provided two types of recreational kits for soldiers that were deployed. They were service level and small unit level kits. The kits provided exercise equipment, sports gear, games, books, and televisions. These items made the soldiers feel like they were more at home and helped them relax and fight boredom overseas. Mary Stenz, the Director of Community Recreation at the United States Army Community and Family Support Center, said, "Army leaders have long known that providing recreation to deployed soldiers supports commanders' missions by sustaining morale and fostering unit cohesion. Recreational activities divert soldiers' attention from boredom, homesickness, and anxiety." Navy MWR does not only provide programs on naval installations, but also on 385 of their ships. They are not able to do a wide range of activities due to space limitations, but they try to benefit the Navy members as much as possible. In a survey done by the Navy MWR, 2/3 of participants who had participated in MWR activities stated that MWR had greatly improved their lives. Currently, graduate student Noelle Phillips conducted a study of the impacts of MWR on deployed soldiers during Operation Iraqi Freedom. In the study, the participants were Army members who had served in the 89th Military Police Brigade. A survey was distributed to see if participants fit the study criteria. Participants were automatically eliminated if they hadn't participated in MWR and if they felt that MWR was not available to them while they were overseas. Participants were asked to write down how MWR impacted their recreation, relaxation, stress, relief, mental and physical fitness, boredom level, and other things of that nature. They were also asked to evaluate their overall MWR experience during Operation Iraqi Freedom. That included all the programs, any deployment kits, any MWR whatsoever that they had used being overseas. The survey provided positive feedback such as 84% of soldiers found that MWR provided relaxation, and that was very important to them. 76% felt that it helped with their mental and physical fitness, and 84% said that it positively impacted their boredom level. For overall MWR satisfaction, 67% of the respondents were very satisfied. Phillips came to the conclusion that MWR does benefit welfare and morale and quality of life, especially for those deployed overseas. Further along in her survey process, Phillips conducted personal interviews, where one respondent stated, "It was nice to know someone cared enough about us to be on the front lines of war with us. MWR gave us something to look forward to." As far as the future issues are concerned, there will always be ways to improve MWR programs and services. It is necessary to come up with innovative and new programs and ideas to keep military members interested. This will also keep them engaged and able to receive the maximum benefits that can be gotten from participating in MWR activities. Delivery also needs to be innovative and ever-changing. Technology is a big issue because it has both positive and negative impacts, especially in MWR. Technologies such as computers, internet, video games, and MP3 players are great ways to entertain military members. It's easy and it doesn't cost a lot of money to provide these things. However, these programs do not promote unit cohesion, which is a main goal of morale, welfare, and recreation programs. The best way to solve any of these issues is to get feedback from military members through surveys. This way, it is very clear what military members want, and you know what you are doing, what they want you to be doing, what you need to improve on, and what you're already doing that is successful. MWR programs are very important to military members, and they keep them always ready. Articles as well as case studies have provided the documentation of the benefits of morale, welfare, and recreation. In order to solve any possible issues that could be arisen in the future, MWR employees must provide surveys to evaluate programs. That was the benefits of MWR on military members. Thank you for listening.